All right, we're ready. We will call the meeting to order. Invocation, Alderman Ashby, please.
Dear Lord, we just thank you for this time. We thank you for this time of year that we're in, Lord, and we thank you for what you've done for us, Lord, for us to have that opportunity to be with you in heaven one day. We just ask that you would be with us here tonight in our meeting, Lord, that we would represent you in our honesty, Lord, in our integrity and our love. We ask all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Pledge, Alderman Core. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right. Thank you all. Let's see. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Chuck Ashby. Here. Katie Chasson. Here. Brad Core.
Here.
Jeff Dorey. Here. Dickie Lachele. Here. Vernon Martin. Here. Sandy Marks. Here. Samuel Reggie. And Byron Woolridge.
Thank you, ma'am. Appearances, agenda amendments, approval of minutes from regular council meeting held January 20th, 26. Offered by Alderman Martin, second by Alderwoman Marks. Discussion, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor's report, you have your sales tax chart and your user fee chart, status report on audit findings for fiscal year 24, and your budget to actual comparison of January 26. Sales tax 1.3 million for the month of December's returns. And the sewer user 192,000 for the month of January. Mr. Mader, if we keep moving up on this chart here that you make, we're going to have to take away the 100,000 mark and move up over the $1 million mark. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but and then let's see. All right. So let's go. Any questions on any of that? Let's go to standing committee reports, and we'll start with Public Works. Alderman Dorey, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Public Works Committee will convene. Let the record show that a quorum is present. Public Works Director Albert John presented his monthly report. Street Commissioner Wesley Jacobs also presented his monthly report, and then City Engineer Tim Mader presented his monthly report, which had no action items to consider, and with no further business, we recessed.
Thank you, sir. Utility, Alderman Martin, please.
Thank you, sir. At the record show, we do have a quorum. Under action items, there were none. And under non-action items, wastewater superintendent Tim Crater presented his monthly report, as well as city engineer Tim Mader presented his monthly report, and there'll be nothing further on our committee. We recess.
Thank you, sir. Let's see, Recreation Committee, Alderman Ashby.
Thank you, Mayor. The Recreation Committee convened Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the council chamber, and a quorum was present. Under action items, a motion was made by Alderman Chuck Ashby and seconded by Alderman Jeff Dorey to adopt a resolution authorizing a grant application under the Louisiana Government Assistance Program for historic Miller Stadium grandstands improvements.
Just
Yeah. And I so move.
All right, so that motion is for a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to submit for and on behalf of the city of Crowley, an application to the fiscal year 25-26 Office of Community Development's Local Government Assistance Program, LGAP, pertaining to historic Miller Stadium grandstands and improvements. Offered by Alderman Ashby, second by Alderman Martin. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Under non-action items, Recreation Director Brian Borrell presented the monthly Recreation Department report. City Engineer Tim Mater presented the monthly engineering report, and there was no further business to come before the Recreation Committee, and the committee recessed. Go ahead.
As you know, the skating on Monday nights is Chief will tell you, this Monday was one of our biggest nights in a while, huh, Chief? Okay. A lot of the older kids, and it is what it is, we put handcuffs on them, not only on their activity, but their mouths as well. You know, I mean, the older kids, they use languages that the young kids don't need to be around, but that's them. So what they asked me, and Chief, I'm pretty sure they'll talk to you about it, for Thursday nights for the older kids and the adults. Okay? I had to tell my partners that they see me missing on Mondays, they're going to see me missing on Thursdays if that's okay. I don't think anything going on in the building at that time, and you know, they want to shoot basketball. We can't let them shoot. We stop them from throwing the football, what have you. But you notice the softball teams with Crowley Middle School, we take it upon ourselves to coach them, okay? Because I don't know if you watch them play, and Lord, they're doing their best. But let me tell you something here, man. Those teams that's coming in from out of town, those are some seasoned fastball pitchers at middle school. Let me tell you, bro. I clocked one little lady a couple of weeks ago. She threw that ball at 45 miles an hour, man. And the girls from Crowley, well, you know what I'm talking about, Katie. The girls from Crowley just looked at it. Okay, they have to understand the shoulder is what lets you play softball. Those who played, you know what I'm talking about. Whether it's fast pitch, and to be honest with you, Crowley Middle School, the pitcher looked like she pitching slow pitch. And I hate to say it, but the coaches had, and I watched it, Chief, I don't know if you had a chance to get out there. The first 10 batters, they walked. They didn't even swing the bat. They just waited. And they loaded the bases, and before you know it, the scores were 10-0. Okay, so now it's catch up. So what we're going to do as well is get the pitchers and, you know, we got some guys that want to come out and coach, okay, and ladies that played ball before. So what we asking if this mayor, if we can do this on Thursday, I don't think anything going on Thursdays.
No, the center, if they want to play basketball, that's every night. They can go over there, or every afternoon they can go play. I mean, the center's open.
Well, but the problem is when they skating, you know, it's kind of
Well,
hard.
yeah, they can't play basketball when
right,
they're skating.
right.
When there's a skating event, it's
Right,
skating. No
right,
basketballs,
right.
footballs, baseballs,
Okay.
softball.
But I just wanted to clear whatever, because I know that we're
Yeah.
about to get in, well, we done passed basketball season, so.
Yeah, but if you're trying to do skating on another night,
No,
then
no.
that's 2 nights that they won't be able to do basketball in the
Well,
building. So
Like I told,
if they want to go play basketball,
yeah.
it's open.
yeah, but like I told the adults, you can go around the kids. You don't need no permission to go around the kids skating. But anyway, that's something that we want to bring up, and Chief will tell you, they huddle up in a corner, Chief, all the bigger kids, and some of the words coming out that corner, but look, you have to check twice. But, you know, we do our best to keep them down, but if we can segregate the bigger kids, I mean, they gonna come on Mondays, you understand?
Yeah.
They gonna come. But the bottom line, if we can get them to come on Thursday nights where the little kids won't be there, I mean, if the little kids wants to come, their parents have to understand, look, these are not fully adults, but they're using language in their class. So with that being said, I appreciate it if we could start this. And those of you who probably heard, every night I'm on Facebook now with What's Up Step. And I'll be honest with you, can't tell you, it started out with 50 people. Now I'm close to 300 people calling in all the way from California, and we just went public with it. Before it was just friends, now it's public. And what it is, we just tell everything that's going on in the city. Like, I'll let them know what happened at the city council meeting and the newspaper. Those who don't get the newspaper, we're gonna, talk the facts of it. But
Good deal.
anyway, I appreciate that if we can do the Thursdays.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if we would like to have a big turnout to where we could have put people in the gaming area, but we
Yeah.
just don't have enough chaperones for it.
Right.
So
You
we,
talking about on the Monday nights?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we keep them all to where we can see them, you know, there's a little gaming part with pool tables and the video games and stuff, but we can't let them go in there if we can't monitor them.
Well, I definitely like that idea better than the one last week when we discussed them playing basketball while they were skating,
Yeah, we
because that
can.
could get a little dangerous. I will definitely pass that by Brian, just to make sure that there's nothing on Thursdays, but as far as tonight goes, let's say yes, Thursdays are good, unless Brian says that they have something else going on.
I appreciate that, because like I said, the main thing is keeping the kids off the street and let them know that they are respected over there, you know, because they feel like they left out.
Yeah.
And we don't want them, leaving out, because one of the things they're shooting out is little aerosol guns and all that. That's gonna stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The rule's gonna be very simple, you walk on city property.
It's skating.
Yeah.
Skating night is skating night,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, so
Okay.
the Recreation Department Committee recess.
Thank you, sir. Zoning annexation, let's see, Alderman Martin. Microphone, please.
We convened, we had a quorum. Okay, on the action items, a motion was made by myself and second by Alderwoman Sandy Marks to approve a partial payment number 3 to CD, Co-CD Construction of Louisiana LLC for the drainage improvements of Lawrence Acres and VFW Drive project in the estimated amount of $224,341.43. Is that a good number, Tim? Okay, motion carried, and I so move on it.
Offered by Alderman Martin, second by Alderwoman Marks. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
And there be nothing else to come before zoning and annexation, the committee recess.
Thank you, sir. Let's see, Public Safety, Alderman Core, please.
Thank you, Mayor. The Public Safety Committee convened Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers, and a quorum was present with all members in attendance. Under reports, Chief of Police Troy Hebert presented his monthly report. Fire Chief Luis Romero was not present. City Inspector Marty DeRussell presented the monthly code enforcement report. There were no action items, and there were no non-action items. With no further business to come before the committee, the meeting closed.
Thank you, sir. Public Buildings, Alderman Doré, once he gets that.
Okay, well, I
Report
don't know
there.
why it came. I guess Byron wasn't here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's Joe there.
Thank you, Chuck.
Public Buildings Committee convened Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Is it on? Yeah, 2026, and quorum was present. Okay. Motion was made by Alderman Byron Wildridge and seconded by Alderman Sammy Reggie to approve partial payment number 15 for Park and Pavilion Project to Prestige Construction Group LLC in the amount of $173,479.26. Motion made, I so move.
Offered by Alderman Doré, second by Alderwoman Marks. Discussion. Mr. Martin?
Well, you and me, we met before the activities on Mardi Gras.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, and you expressed your opinion of it, and I totally agree with you with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we had some people, they were interested in what's going on in Crowley. They want to see the work that was done. These are people that deals in my line of work, dealing with architects, and Tim Mater, tell you, I deal with a lot of people in that field. I'm gonna have to tell you, they watching tonight, And how much have we spent on that pavilion as of right now?
I don't have that
Well,
total.
what's the
We
total
might have it in
bid
his
on it?
paperwork.
Was it over $2.5 million?
No, it's right at 2 million.
Well, okay, well, and I'm gonna have to tell y'all, once again, that's people looking at it. I'm not an architect and I'm not an engineer, but as being a builder and developer in the field, we ain't got nothing for the money, but these are professional people that call it a glorified barn, is what it is. Okay? They sent me, got my attention on it. It was on, I forgot, I think it's on the metalbuildings.com. They have the exact duplicate of that building for $45,000 in a smaller base.
Okay.
All right. But I'm just saying, okay? There's no way in the world that's a $2 million job. I don't care who comes and, what I would like to see, and as a seated council person, I like to see the actual, format of the building. And that means, the concrete, according to them, the most expensive thing in the building is the concrete.
Mr. Martin, all of that information is in your packet.
Where is it? So they have the
There
total?
is, the continuation sheet has the breakdown of contract value of each individual. There's 44 different listed items there.
But I'm looking at
And the
builder's
contract
profit.
value, the work completed, materials presently stored, total completed and stored to date, percentage balance to finish, and retainage fees. All of that is listed. In each
Well,
one
but-
of these partial payments, that information
Yeah,
has
but
been
one thing
listed.
is not,
and in your packet.
listed, and that's the builder's fee.
The what?
Builder's fee. I'd like to see
Builder's fee.
what the builder's fee is.
What his profit is?
Builder's profit and builder's fee, that's two totally different things, but both, I wanna see the builder's fee list. Cause I mean, when we do something, and once again, I refer to Tim Mater, listen, when we do any type development, they wanna see the builder's risk, they wanna see the actual, breakdown of cost of material, they wanna see, the builder's profit, architect profit, all that needs to be witnessed, because I don't care how much you put together with this, and I'm just going by a certain person, that building could have been built for under $1 million. I'm only
Well,
telling you what.
this was the lowest bid, so obviously the other 7 or 8 bidders were way overbidding if this
But-
was,
but
if
Mayor-
you could get it for cheaper than the lowest
Mayor-
bid. This was the lowest bid.
But let me explain something to you about that, okay? And this is
By a
my,
long
like
shot,
I
this was
said,
the lowest bid, yeah.
Yeah, I understand about being, but when
okay.
they first bidded on that, I told you they couldn't build that for that. I told you that, okay? But now see the product that they put up, yeah, that's not, and I'll be honest with you, and I'm telling it to you like it is. In all my professional dealings with buildings and architects, and it, maybe 900,000, maybe, and that's pushing it.
Okay.
Okay, so like I said, once I see the breakdown, the cost of material, and who done the inspections on the building? I know our city inspector didn't do it.
No,
Who?
our city
Okay.
inspector is not licensed to inspect.
Yeah, but our city
Construction.
inspector knows the breakdown when
So-
plumbing or what have you, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to say, for what I understand, they hired their own inspector.
No,
Well, the architect, well, I mean, he's still part of the payment plan. And I ain't never heard of that before. That's just like putting the fox in the hen house. I'm just letting you know. And I'm gonna tell you, tonight, there's a lot, they calling in on it. So we looking at, close to $2 million for a bond. Gotcha.
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion carries. One opposition. Insurance and personnel, I'm sorry. Are you finished, Mr. DeRay? Go ahead.
guess I am.
Continue reading, continue reading.
I guess I am. With no other action items to come before the committee, we then recess.
Thank you, sir. Insurance and personnel, Alderwoman Marks.
Thank you, Mayor. The Insurance and Personnel Committee convened Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. There were no action items, there were no non-action items, nor discussion, and the committee recessed.
Thank you, ma'am. Community Economic Development, Alderwoman Chasson, please.
Thank you, Mayor. The Community and Economic Development Committee convened Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, 5 p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. A motion was made by Alderwoman Katie Chasson and seconded by Alderman Sammy Reggie to amend the agenda to add Mrs. Natalie Russell with the Down Syndrome Association. Roll call, and all voted yes. A motion was made by Alderman Brad Core and seconded by Alderman Byron Wildridge to send Mrs. Natalie Russell's request to close downtown Parkinson on July 11th, 2026, and waiver of the open container restriction for alcoholic beverages during this event to the council meeting for a vote. The motion carried, and I so move.
Offered by Alderwoman Chasson, second by Alderwoman Marks. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Under non-action items, Mrs. Natalie Russell with the Down Syndrome Association requested to be allowed to close Parkinson on July 11th, 2026, and waive the alcohol ordinance on that day to allow for a bike show to raise funds for the Down Syndrome Association. Alderman Katie Chasson informed the council of events happening in our community. There was no further action to come before the Community and Economic Development Committee, and the committee recessed.
Thank you, ma'am. Revenue and Finance, Alderman Lachele.
Thank you, Mayor. The Revenue Finance Committee convened Tuesday, February the 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. On the action items, there were none. On the non-action items, there were none. Nothing further to come to the committee recessed.
Mr. Martin, the microphone, please.
Why is the contingency sheet so small? You got a full damn sheet here, and you need binoculars to read it. Okay?
We can.
What's up with that?
We can make it larger if you need.
Yeah, we need to make
That's
it
the-
larger, because, like I said, it's gonna be shown tonight. Man, Anybody got some reading glasses or something?
Give me a few minutes after the meeting, and I'll see about trying to enlarge it and print it on
And
a
the
bigger
other thing-
paper for you so you can show it to whoever you wish.
Well, and the other thing is, why hasn't, it been signed by, the architect and also the contractor?
Mr. Martin, if you look one page ahead,
Well, so I'm looking at this page. This is what they
or
asked
two
for.
pages ahead, rather?
No, sir, I'm looking at this page right here.
Yes.
You see a signature on this? But they
Not
asking
on
for
your
money.
copy, not on your copy.
Well, I
There's
mean-
not a signature on it, but if you look two pages ahead,
Well,
there's a letter that says, "Dear Mayor Monso, enclosed is the contractor's application for payment number 15 for work on the above-mentioned project. We have reviewed the payment application, found it to be in order, and recommend payment to Prestige Construction Group LLC in the amount of $173,479.26. Please submit this application for approval and processing. Payment can be mailed to the address per the disbursement agreement, Prestige Construction Group LLC, 1205 Westlake Drive, Suite, blah, blah, blah. Sincerely, Louis F. Sabb, II, AIALEED, AP, Program Director, CSRS LLC." And that's signed
and
by
you
the
finished?
architect.
Once again, this is the sheet.
That
right
is
here.
your copy, that is not the official copy.
Man, we should have official copies. This board should have official copies, okay? You don't put this in front of me and ask me for money when you don't even sign it yourself.
And we've explained this already. We don't
Mayor,
have to
Mayor.
ask you for this money. You approved it on the first and official vote to do the project.
And we approved it where it should have been done
You
before
don't have
the
to, you
last
don't
rice
have to
festival.
approve each one of these payments, Mr. Martin.
And you
We
know what,
bring
Mayor?
it to the council
You made
to
a
inform the
promise-
council.
You made a promise to this council that if they wasn't there substantially completed by, day before yesterday, that you would pull the contract.
That takes the states to do it also. The state has to do it because it's state dollars. You call whoever you need to call in the state, get them to come on over and visit. Any other with Revenue and Finance?
With nothing further to come to the committee recess.
Thank you, sir. Ordinances, we have none. Resolution, we voted for the resolution in the Recreation Committee. Engineers report, Mr. Mater. Adjournment? Offered by Alderman Corr, second by Alderwoman Marks. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. See y'all next month.